You know who else is in the AFC North?
Who?
Oh, they're good.
Who?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Did you watch last night as an AP voter and think to yourself, wow, this might be the first time, I think, since like 1990-something, where the quarterback might win MVP and the running back might win Offensive Player of the Year? That has only happened with Kurt Warner and Marshall Faulk.
Wow.
Yeah, that has only happened with them, and I think it happened twice. Are you ready to do that as a voter of an AFC North team that has been a freak show offensively? They're running it all over the yard. Now, remember at the beginning of the season, John Harbaugh came out, and he said, we're not going to be having Derrick Henry run the ball 30, 45 times.
No.
He's the 327th highest paid guy in the entire NFL. Okay, he's not going to be just our team's going to go on his back. We got a lot of other weapons. We want to keep him around for the long haul. That's not what our team's going to be. And then they started doing that, and they started realizing, hold the phone. Maybe Derrick Henry, Patrick Ricard, and Lamar Jackson in the same backfield is an unstoppable force. And then you add in two very good tight ends. And then a couple wide receivers. Bateman goes bananas last night after Zay gets hurt, but Zay's still there in existence. You have a multitude of weapons at your disposal if you're the Baltimore Ravens, and we should use them all. And we should understand that if this one of one can get rolling, everything else is wide open.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson's pass game, I think it's like the fifth highest of all time for his QBR or rating or something if it was to finish this year. Their yards per play would be like all time if it was to stop at this time. Their amount of success they're having would be like all time. They're like the greatest show on turf right now offensively. And as soon as Derrick Henry signs with the Ravens, a lot of us go, this feels like cheating.
Yeah,
This feels like the perfect match. Seemingly at the beginning, Harbaugh didn't even know how great it was going to be. But now Derrick Henry looks like prime Derrick Henry. He was doing an interview yesterday on that Monday Night Countdown show, and they showed all the things and how he eats. He's a vegan. There's no dairy. He's got no fried foods. His workouts are obviously bananas every single offseason. So as he gets older and we see more of him being great, especially at the running back position, I think the natural reaction is to be like, well, he's going to slow it down. He lost it. Titans just let him go.
Yeah.
He was a pillar for the Tennessee Titans. It was he who was the one who had them going to the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoff game, and then Tannehill gets a $50 million contract. He gets a 2-year deal as well. He was the Tennessee Titans. They just let him out. Jerry Jones said, we don't have enough money to afford Derrick Henry. We apologize. We just don't. How would you feel if he was your running back at this age, seemingly next year, the year after that, and forever? Whenever Derrick Henry wants to play football, this dude is a monster.
Yep.
And it's fun to watch him roll.
Truly.
And this Baltimore Ravens team seemingly has the perfect mindset to have Derrick Henry as their running back, which is why whenever the signing happened, it should have been stopped. Should have been deemed illegal because this Ravens team is tough, physical, talented, loaded, and on defensive side of the ball, they got young bucks ready to roll.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh's got a squad. And I think the way he was introduced by Joe Buck last night, whenever they showed him on the sideline, he was looking up at the Jumbotron. He said, John Harbaugh's been here for 18 years or whatever it's been. Now he's trying to win with this era of the team. And he started thinking about how long Harbaugh's been there. You go back to the OGs. Ed Reed last night was on with the Manage. He has thoughts about the Guardian cap.
Sure.
Whoa.
You go Ray Lewis,
Yeah.
T. Sizz, the Joe Flacco era, obviously, all of that. Harbaugh's been there for all these different iterations. This particular team is the one that is being asked, like, is Lamar ever going to win a Super Bowl? That's the question. And that's the team that Harbaugh is coaching right now. For their quarterback to win a Super Bowl, feels like they got it this year. So, AP Tone, are you going to be able to be non-biased? And are you going to be able to recognize the greatness that's happening in Baltimore right in front of your face in the AFC North, AP Tone?
Of course I will. Lamar is in my top 3 right now as far as MVP is concerned. I can't say he's number 1, D-Butts, because then I'm not allowed to do that.
Yeah, he has...
You got the vote. I don't. I'm just listening.
I saw your eyes go up when I said top 3. I'm not allowed to say top 1.
Yeah, he's not allowed to say I'm picking this guy.
No.
That's actually one of the rules he's not allowed to do. So he has to do like a small group.
Yeah,
Small,
Tom Brady got in trouble for last year.
Derrick
McCaffrey.
Henry is in my top 4 for Offensive Player of the Year. Yes, they are incredible. They are moving at a pace that you couldn't even imagine. So, no, I will not be biased in my voting. If the season were to end today, they'd both be on my ballot, okay?
Wow.
And what are you saying? What are you saying about the long haul? You're saying you're thinking.
Well, I can't predict.
Will they be able to?
I can't predict the future.
Will they be able to uphold this success? Is that what you're questioning?
No,
See, these are the AP voters.
Yeah,
no.
This is what we're talking about.
I don't doubt that they are going
bit.
to continue their greatness.
Just like that.
Very slant.
Forward slide.
Outside the division, I don't know what they're going to do against the Steelers. I mean, the Steelers are 7-1 against them in the last 8 games. But look at right there.
It's a good list.
It's on
Right
the
there.
graphic. AP Tone's award watch list. Remember, AP Tone has an AP vote at the end of the season somehow. We're all wondering how, but we all think it's hilarious, and he is taking it seriously. Here's the watch list currently as we sit at this moment. Derrick Henry, obviously up there for Offensive Player of the Year. Could be MVP if you really wanted to dive into it, but we all understand, and even AP Tone understands, that the MVP is normally going to go to quarterback.
That's right. Yep.
That's the most valuable position, literally and figuratively. They're paying them the most, and also they're getting the ball every single play. So the quarterback is always going to be there. Derrick Henry, Saquon Barkley, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, who's been injured a little bit. What are his numbers going to look like at the end of the year? Will they be able to match up for an award? But Derrick Henry, this guy, historic pace, 9-year NFL vet, host of Everything DB, Good D, Bad D, which is coming later today.
Can't wait.
Darius J. Butler is here.
Yes,
D-Butch. Derrick Henry. He was at the Titans, obviously, whenever we were at the Colts.
Yep.
You see him in person, you do this, and then he walks by you and you go, holy shit, he's broad as a barn. This guy is.
Doesn't look real.
And then when he gets rolling at the Titans, it was always like first quarter might not be great, second quarter might not be great.
Yep.
Third and fourth quarter, though, inevitably they're going to pound a rock. It's going to get there. For the Ravens, it's been like early. Like he starts going early, and then he continues to go,
Yeah.
and then he has like an 80-yarder in the third quarter still. It's like this has been a perfect fit between team, culture, and player, seemingly with Derrick Henry and the Baltimore
Yeah,
Ravens.
even last night, he kind of took him a little bit to get going. He split some time back there with Justin Hill. He gets a lot of touches, especially in the red area. But you know, at some point, he's going to break the big one. Fourth quarter, he always weighs on the defense. And it's just the different dynamics that the offense brings. When Lamar's under center, they're in our formation. They got Patrick Carter in the field. You got to be ready for the big boy shit. And then when Lamar's in the gun and he kind of gets involved with the quarterback run game, you got to try to match that speed, which you really can't. And like Zay Flowers, baiting and making plays. Even Mark Andrews, the last 2-3 weeks, he's gotten more involved in the pass game. Just everything that they're doing on offense. And Lamar, as a whole, as a player, you talked about Flacco playing his best ball when he was playing with the Colts. Lamar has won 2 MVPs. He's led the league in passing touchdowns before, but he's taken his game to a whole nother level. Like the whole narrative of make him beat you from the pocket, make him beat you with his arm, it's dead. It's over. He's taking that next step from the passing game, and obviously you know what he can do with his legs. And on the defensive side, great in the defensive stopping the run game. Still some holes in the pass game, and then Marlon Humphrey, we'll see how banged up he is. He had 2 huge interceptions, taking the touchdown off the board and then getting this one right here right before the 2-minute drill. So big-time plays from him on the defense side of the ball. But this team right now, they're at Van Noy with another sack. You know, him still balling. Like this whole team.
KVN.
Another one, yeah.
At the sack ATM.
Yeah.
Kyle Van Noy's cashing in. Good for him.
Great for him.
Pump for him. Pump for these Ravens. Listen.
They look good.
Everything that is held over Lamar Jackson's head is that he can't go. And then last year against the Chiefs, they're what, half a yard?
Yeah.
Half a yard things
punch
out.
Yeah.
You know? And it's that's Lamar, you can't do it. It's like, well, do you want me to just go down and recover the fumble? I don't know what you want from me. It's like same thing that was happening with Kirk Cousins about some situations. And it was like, well, actually, if you look, not bad. Now, against the Chiefs, they had that game won. Obviously, you fumble that and you throw the ball 70 times or whatever the last 2 playoff games that you lost. You kind of go away from your identity, whatever the case is. It's like this team built to go.
Yeah.
This team's deep, too. They are deep at very important positions. And it's like Derrick Henry's health is going to be vital. Lamar Jackson's health is going to be vital. But everything else, it's like they're going to be able to win games regardless. Yeah. Congrats to the Ravens faithful.
Yeah.
The expectations,
Hey, Ronnie. Congrats, Ronnie.
That's the expectations for Lamar. With everything that he's accomplished, everything that he's done, that is going to be hey, you got to win the Super Bowl. It was the same thing with Peyton. Like, he couldn't get past the Patriots forever. Then he got a Super Bowl. But, you know, it's going to be the same thing for Lamar. A couple of MVPs, got to get over that hump. That game, the AFC Championship game, it was that fumble, but it was also the lack of a run game. And it was like, you know, not only from Lamar, but from the game, they didn't call a bunch. So he got to get over that hump, and I think he will.
Yeah, it looks like this could be the team that does it, and it would be fun. The Super Bowl, the world that watches the Super Bowl and no other games, getting a chance to watch Lamar Jackson would be sweet.
Yeah, definitely.
And get a chance to watch Derrick Henry would be sweet. Imagine people in some country that don't speak our language turning on a Super Bowl. Every year we watch one game, right? Everybody comes in. Derrick Henry starts running. Go, what the fuck?
How?
What is that? We don't have any of those.
The trick play?
We don't have. And then Lamar starts shaking and sliding. They're like, when they add this to football?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Something brand new. Interesting dynamic with what that team has because they're very physical, but then they're They got the sizzle as well.
Oh, yeah.
They got the steak and they have the sizzle at the same time.
Yeah.
Entertaining football. Must watch football.